DL Trader here with today's trade recap for Monday the 15th of April. Took 3 tickers today. The first one, FCSC, we had a gap up, pull back and a grind up. So I was trying to wait for that push in the morning, that rip out the gate to get short. Unfortunately I was slightly early, took this short here and ended up stopping out just before a nice pullback, which is always a bit annoying. After I saw, this lower high, I got short again, added to the winner, trimmed some, got in on the bounce, stopped out, re-added short, stopped out, I think. So really in this first stage, I was getting chopped up, perhaps a little bit too keen to trade, not waiting for my setup. I mean, looking back, clearly, the best entry would have been here after this fail. So maybe try and give those trades a little bit more time to set up before I get on the trigger. I mean, once this had happened, at this point, I did get short here, add to the winner, and cover some into that wash, and then add back on the bounce, cover more on the wash, covered some more, added back on, and did manage to really nicely work that trade up until this here where I did stop out, and then shortly after it did top out again, so I took another short based off that risk, covered some, shorted more, covered some, shorted more, and then I felt like this was an all-day fade. It was sort of taking, let's try that again. It was taking on this shape. Sort of like this, and felt like it was putting in a descending triangle and was going to go lower. It popped up, triggered my stop, and then took that move lower. So I was in a nice size position here, so that's a real shame. Nevertheless, I did finish green on the name, so just a slightly annoying there. I mean, I'll come back to this, but at this point I stopped out, and this was where I decided to stop trading. I'd gone up green on the day, back to flat, and I didn't want to push it. Decided to go out on the bike instead, just leave it alone, come back tomorrow. So shame, but never mind, that's trading. The second trade I took, let's have a look, it was ANY. ANY again, slightly annoying. I got a good entry here for short. Excuse me, yeah, here for short, added to the winner, covered into the wash, got more into this bounce as I was pulling the risk down, and then covered more into the wash, and then got short for the big fail. Ended up stopping out just here. I mean, my stop was actually just above it. I decided to do it, before it hit my stop. And, I was in good size here. So had I been more patient and waited and sort of managed to, cover into this wash, it would have been a really nice big trade for me. So, this happens. The times you stop out before it hits your risk, it ends up not hitting it. And if you don't stop out, it can tend to go and hit it. So it's just the way it goes. So what would I do differently? Probably if I didn't short more here, I would have remained with that risk. Perhaps covered some here. Just take that money when it comes. Short, cover the washes, add back on the pops, pull the risk as it goes, and just stay with the trade as long as I can. On this one, probably should have been a bit more patient and stayed with it. Next trade was BPTH. So this one was my biggest loser of the day. It's a higher price stock, tricky to trade for me. I didn't want to be, rushing with this one, so wait for the parabolic. We got the pullback. We got that bounce. Let me draw that again. looking for that shape. So it got short here, risking just above here, and ended up stopping out, as you can see on that blue one there. Once it failed to break that high, I got short again and then stopped out again. So took 2 losses on that one. And then really annoying really, because I stopped out, almost top ticked the stop, and then got this really nice move down. So it could have been a winner. So it's a little bit of a similar story for all 3 of my trades today. A little bit more room, and it would have worked out, but you never know what's going to happen. So what am I going to take away for tomorrow? You know, try and really focus on that entry. You know, here, wait, be patient for the setup, and then nail it. Take it with size, short. On this one, you know, it's working out. Cover into washes. Don't go for that home run, and that enables you to stay in the trade more. And then BPTH is too tight. I mean, my risk tomorrow is going to be slightly higher, so I should have a bit more room to run. So I can trade stocks like this with 100, 200 shares, and it will be easier. Okay, hope that all makes sense. I'll be back at it tomorrow. Okay, cheers.